So earlier this week, the planets aligned, and three or four or five of my musico pals were able to all get together at the drummer's house, right? So he doesn't have to move the kit. And we were able to do a little jam session. And, it was just great. Just absolutely great just to sit there with the guys and have no agenda whatsoever and, just play music, whatever came up was fine. And, these are people I'd known for a long time, but there was a new guitar player there, and I didn't know him. And as it turns out, small world, he had played with other musicians down the road. So it's just great to get together and talk the talk and make music with other people. I want the same for you. It's so valuable for you as saxophone students, saxophone warriors, to get out and just play with somebody. Now, it can be very simple. It doesn't have to be a bunch of people. It could just be you and one other person. Yeah. Put the backing tracks away just for a little while and think about someone that you could just sit down and play with. You have no idea? Well, ask your teacher or talk to another teacher in the area and see if there's somebody that, plays at your skill level, or perhaps maybe even a little bit better, that you could sit with, and it could be the same instrument. It could be two saxophones in the room. Doesn't matter. You can work on songs that you know. You can work on songs out of the real book, or just play along with whatever you two bring to the table. Sax and guitar, sax and piano, sax. I worked out and still work out with a drummer. I've been going to a drummer's house for years now. And just working to be, boy, I tell you, if there's one thing that'll, cement your sense of rhythm, it's working out with the drummer. So I couldn't encourage you more, just to have a great time playing with somebody. That's what it's all about, right? Not about sitting in the practice room trying to learn how to play, 2-5-1s and 1-4-5s or whatever you're working on here. It's all about taking that stuff out of the practice room, driving up the hill and going and sitting down with somebody. You don't have to buy a PA system. You don't have to buy new clothes. You have to do anything. Just grab your instrument, some reeds, cruise on and set it up. You can look on Craigslist. I've often met people on Craigslist that turned out to be good friends over the years. There's got to be somebody somewhere that you can sit down and play with. I know I've got some students that feel pretty isolated in the world, and they don't have anybody to play with. And it's kind of the one element that's so much fun and so reinvigorating that I can't express. I'm at a loss for words here, right? When have I ever been at a loss for words? But I can't express enough how I want that for you as well. All right, now here's where you come in. I need some help from you. I've been working on a song by Stan Getz. I've been into this kind of this bossa nova thing, right? And Stan Getz was, probably made his the biggest impact as a player doing bossa novas back in the 60s and 70s and 80s. So anyway, I just got the vibe. The bossa nova thing just kind of feels really good right now for me. If you don't know what bossa novas are, look them up. They're a form of Brazilian jazz, okay? Anyway, the guitar player that I work with, Dwight Love, sent me home, said, hey, go home and learn O Grande Amor, Stan Getz tune. Joao, Gilberto, and Stan Getz. Getz, Gilberto, that album. And so I've been working on it and, emulating, as if anybody could, the master of Stan Getz himself. I've been listening to his vibrato, how he forms notes, how he makes tones. And I've been, recording myself and listening back and just thinking, oh boy, now it's time for the court of public opinion. So I hope that you will give a listen here as I play my part of O Grande Amor, and let me know what you think, all right? All right, here we go. cut it off there. I won't keep going. But if you got comments, davegoodsax@gmail.com, or leave them in the comments bar below. Hey, thanks all of you for being here. And you know what I want to hear from you is like the attack on those notes. You know, Stan Getz has this thing, you know, I've been practicing ha, ta, ta is a way to do long tones. Ha, ta, ta. You've heard about it? You don't tongue in, but after you get into the note, you tongue twice. Let's take middle D. E flat. Now, one of the things too that I've noticed in my playing, and you know, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but when I go from, you know, the full press middle D to open C sharp or C, you know, that note blasts that C sharp. So I've been toning that back, sucking the air in just a little bit, you know, and working on, you know, the attack on the notes, getting to be more Stan Getz-like, if you will. How do I do that? Well, you listen, you know, and you listen to a song, any given song that you're working on, enough so that you can sing it. I mean, you actually got it in your head. That's when you can really own it on your saxophone, okay? Any questions again and comments, please in the comments below. Subscribe if this is of use to you. And I want to hear back from you that indeed you found someone, a practice buddy, or even a little jam session to go and just make some noise with, okay? All right, that's all I got. Take care. Thanks for being here.